Om. 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 Om Ganana Antva Ganapati Gummavamaghe Kavim Kavinamupamashravastamam Jyeshtarajam Brahmanam Brahmanaspata Anashrinvannotibhi Siddhasadanam Prano Devi Saraswati Vajebhir Vajinivati धीनामवित्र्यवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम् सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यङ्करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्वेषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः विभ्राजमानागुं हरिणीम् यशसा सम्परिवृताम् पुरगुं हिरण्मयीं ब्रह्मा विवेशापराजिताम् पराङ्गेत्यज्यामयी पराङ्गेत्यनाशकी इह चामुत्र चान्वेति विद्वान् देवासुरानुभयान् यत्कुमारी मन्द्रयते यद्योषेद्यत्पतिव्रता अरिष्टं यत्किञ्च क्रियते अग्निस्तदनुवेदति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः offering our collective love at the divine lotus feet of Bhagavan Shri 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 Satya Sai Baba Varu. May we all be together. May we all be nourished together. May we all work together with great vigor. May our studies illumine our intellects. May we not conflict with each other. Let there be peace, peace, and peace. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hari Om, Shalom, Sai Ram, Namaste. Last week we were looking at the mantra number 117. How the Brahman enters into this city, that is, into this place, Pura, that is made of pure gold and invictus, invincible, aparajita, intensely radiant, golden hued, and completely enveloped in glory, Yashasa. The Supreme Brahman has entered. And then we were looking at the mantra, please bring it up, where we were looking at turning away from, instead of turning away from the self, turn inward. And this It's actually both in Parangetyajamayi. What are you showing now? Parangetyajamayi. So there is no G there. That was a mistake. It's a Anga sound. Parangetyajamayi. Now it is correct in both the Samhita and the Padapatha. Okay. Parangetyajamayi. Parangetya Nashaki. Turning outward is subject to destruction. Therefore, the wise, knowing this and comprehending the truth, follows the truth of Ubhayan, of both the divine and the demonic forces here in this world and hereafter. Essentially, turning completely outward, the physical form is bound to disease and decay. Turning outward, it is bound to perish. However, the awakened, the wise, fully comprehend the interplay of both the divine and the demonic forces, both here in this world and in the hereafter. And when they realize that, they will completely follow Anuvedhati. What do they follow? They will follow the divine fire, the wisdom within the awareness, without paying attention to the pleasure, the pursuit, or the purpose, with total focus on how to get liberated. So now we come to the next set of mantra that are now leading us to the path after that, and how this realization, which one mantra number? 117 now. 117, last line. Sikata. Okay. Ashrutasascha.
Ashritasascha. Ashritasascha.
Yajvano yepyajvanaha.
Yajvano yepyajvanaha. Yajvano yepyajvanaha.
Swaryanto napekshante.
Swaryanto napekshante.
Good. Swaryanto
Swaryanto
napekshante.
Swaryanto napekshante.
Indramagnincha ye viduhu.
Indramagnincha ye viduhu. Indramagnincha ye viduhu.
Om asruta sashruta shascha.
Om ashrita sashrita sascha. Ashrita sashrita sascha.
Yajvano ye pyayajvanaha.
Yajvano ye pyayajvanaha. Yajvano ye pyayajvanaha.
Swaryanto nape
स्वर्यन्तो नापेक्षन्ते स्वर्यन्तो नापेक्षन्ते
इंद्रमग्निं च ये विदुः
इन्द्रमग्निं च ये विदुः इन्द्रमग्निं च ये विदुः
ॐ अश्रुतासश्रुतासश्च यज्वानो येऽप्ययज्वनः स्वर्यन्तो नापेक्षन्ते इन्द्रमग्निं च ये विदुः
अश्रितासश्रितासश्च यज्वानो येऽप्ययज्वनः स्वर्यन्तो नापेक्षन्ते इन्द्रमग्निं च ये विदुः
अश्रुतासः अश्रुतासः means literally the unbaked. That means who have not performed any austerities. They are unbaked. Because tapas bakes you. Without tapas you are not baked. So those that are unbaked, Shrutasaha, the baked, Yajvanaha, those who perform the sacred rituals, Ye api, and even those who Ayajvanaha, Ayajvanaha, Yajvanaha, Ayajvanaha, Ye api. Ayajvanaha means those that do not perform any rituals. Yantaha, ascending, Swaha, to the supreme heavenly realm of light. Na apa ikshante, they do not look back. Ye, they do not look back. Ye, those who viduhu truly know Indra, the Indra, cha, and Agni. That's the word by word meaning of those lines. So what is it saying in essence? Whether they are unbaked or baked, whether they strictly perform the rituals or do not perform them at all, those that truly know Indra and Agni ascend to the supreme realm of light without ever looking back. That is the mantra. Ashruta shashruta sascha yajvano ye api yajvanaha antaha yantaha ascending swaha swaryantaha swaha yantaha ascending to the supreme divine abode of light without even looking back, those that know Indra and Agni. So essentially what is this mantra saying? The one who knows Indra and the one who knows Agni, they reach that liberation, whether they are baked, means they have performed austerities or tapas or not, and whether they perform meticulously all the complex Vedic sacrifices, and those that do not. That means whether the seeker is a one that is following our austerities or rituals or not, the moment anyone who realizes this Indra and Agni, they will reach the supreme abode of the divine light without looking back. Apaikshante. Apaikshante here means detachment, vairagya. The one who is detached, doesn't matter what their state of perfection in austerities or rituals is, they will surely attain by knowing. So whether when an ordinary person performs rituals out of desire, they will go back, they will go to the heaven, and because their purpose is to go to heaven, they will have to look back. That means what? They have to come back to their earthly attachments, ensuring they are reborn. That is where the looking back comes. However, the true knowers of Brahman, they do not ascend to a physical heaven, but they will reach this supreme luminous state of pure consciousness. And in essence, you cannot buy your way to liberation through sheer volume of rituals or the harshness of your physical austerities. Liberation is achieved by those who truly know Indra and Agni. Here, Indra does not mean the Puranic Indra. Indra is the pure witness, the supreme witness, and Agni is the fire of pure awareness. The one who is completely aware and remains as a witness, detached from any aspect of gaining some benefit out of these rituals or austerities, they will never look back, means they will never come back to the ordinary world. They will be in the total pure light of consciousness. Then what will happen to the fellows that do not have that realization? What's their status? That's what the next mantra is saying. Because this mantra is for us. Sikata iva samyanti
Sikata iva sanyanti. Sikata iva sanyanti.
rasmibhis samudiritaah.
Rashmibhis samudiritaah. Rashmibhis samudiritaah.
Asmallokadamushmacha macha
Asmalokadamushmacha. Asmalokadamushmacha.
ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः
ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः
ॐ सिकता इव संयन्ति
सिकता इव संयन्ति सिकता इव संयन्ति
रश्मिभिः समुदीरिताः
रश्मिभिः समुदीरिताः ॐ रश्मिभिः समुदीरिताः
अस्माल्लोकादमुष्माच्च
अस्माल्लोकादमुष्माच्च अस्माल्लोकादमुष्माच्च
ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः
ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः
सिकताम् इव संयन्ति रश्मिभिः समुदीरिताः अस्माल्लोकादमुष्माच्च ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः
सिकता ॐ सिकता इव संयन्ति रश्मिभिः समुदीरिताः अस्माल्लोकादमुष्माच्च ऋषिभिरदात् पृश्निभिः
like dry grains of sand. Sikata iva. Sikata means sand grains. Like these sand grains that are carried by wind, they are bound by ropes of karmic consequences. Sanyanti. Samudiritat. Then they are completely shattered by Rashmibhihi, by the ropes of these karmic consequences. Asmat lokat, from this world, and cha amushmat, from the world beyond. Adat, this truth was therefore imparted by the seers, Rishibhihi, and Prishnibhihi, those that are radiant. So this is saying that those that are unrealized, like dry grains of sand that are carried by wind, they are also carried by the ropes of these karmic consequences. They lose their footing from this world and also from the world up above. This defining truth was imparted by the radiant seers. So now in the previous mantra is about the glorious ascent of those who know the supreme inner light, who ascend to the highest heaven without even looking back. Now this mantra delivers the contrast for those who remain steeped in ignorance. Just as ropes serve the purpose of binding, in the exact way, the actions, the karma, bind the souls and cast them into the cycle of worldly existence, samsara. And now bound by those, or carried by those karmic consequences. Just like a heap of sand grains are scattered and blown away by the wind, these people are also scattered here and there in clusters, losing their place both in this world and the world beyond. Without the unifying magnetic force of this profound knowledge of the self, a human being's ego, identity, and accumulated worldly actions, they are all fundamentally as unstable as sand grains. Sikata iva. So whatever you build in this world, based on your ego, your identity, your attachments, all of that stuff, they are like building. What is the saying in the building castles in thin air? That's what I believe it is. Yeah. If you construct your identity and if you construct your happiness based on your own identity, it is like building a castle on shifting sand grains. What really is the solid foundation is the foundation of Brahma Vidya, the self-knowledge. So the final line, Rishibhihi Adat Prishnibihi. This is like saying that this is what the truth that is declared. Adat. This is like a warning. Adalat we say na, in Hindi. So similarly, this is the basic truth that is declared by the seers. So then the next mantra then takes into what we call as back to the ritual. This is why it is called Krishna Yajurveda. Krishna means darkness. Krishna means black, unclear. Shukla means light. Why it is called Krishna Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda? It's nothing to do with Bhagavan Krishna. Hello. This Krishna Yajurveda is nothing to do with Bhagavan Krishna. The opposite of it is Shukla Yajurveda. Krishna Yajurveda, Shukla Yajurveda. What this Yajurveda is all about, mostly about the ritual, the actions. Rigveda is about the fundamental aspects of the nature. So therefore, what Atharva Veda is about protection, Samaveda is about devotion. So therefore, this Krishna Yajurveda means suddenly in the center of a ritual will come a beautiful Brahmana, means a supreme teaching. And suddenly it will switch to the ritual. Then it will go back to the teaching. Like this, you can see that intervened all through Aruna Prashna. And you are wondering, what is this whiplash that you go through? It's a whiplash so that the mind pays attention to it. Suddenly you say, hey, come on, wake up, do the action. Don't get carried away by the action. Pay attention to the ultimate reality. That's what it is. The switch is happening. So Krishna Yajurveda, Taittiriya Brahmana, Taittiriya Aranyakam. Now this next mantra is back to ritual. Apeta Vita Vicha Sarpatataha.
अपेतवीतविच्च सर्पतातः अपेतविता अपेतवित अपेतवीतविच्च सर्पतातः
Ye Trastha Purana Echa Nutanaha.
ये ये त्रस्थ पुराणा ये च नूतनाः येऽत्रस्थ पुराणा ये च नूतनाः.
Yeah, the next one is a long word, but it is basically ahobhiradbhi ahobhiradbhiraktubhirvyaktam.
अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम् अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम्.
So you have to put a when we do it, that there should be a dash after ahobhi, then radbhi dash raktubhi dash irvyaktam. Those are the 4 words. Yeah, you will see in the Padapatha. There you see in the Padapatha. Ahobhiradbhiraktubhirvyaktam.
अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम्.
Yamo dadatva vasan vasanamasmai yamo dadat vasa yamo dadat vavasanamasmai.
यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै.
One more time.
यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै.
Yes, dadat. If we put the dashes, it will be easy. Dada dash vavasanamasmai. Okay, let's now chant the mantra. अपेतवीतविच सर्पतातः
अपेतवितविचास अपेतवितविच
ॐ अपेतवीतविच सर्पतातः
अपेतवितविच सर्पतातः अपेतवितविच सर्पतातः
येऽस्थपुराणाये च नूतनाः
येऽत्रस्थपुराणा ये च नूतनाः.
You dropped your scale a little bit now.
ॐ येऽत्रस्थपुराणा ये च नूतनाः.
One more time.
येऽत्रस्थपुराणा ये च नूतनाः.
अहोभिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम्
अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम् अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम्
यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै
यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै.
Yeah, one more time. अपेतवीतवि च सर्पतातः ये त्रस्थपुराणा ये च नूतनाः अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम् यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै
अपेतवीतवि च सर्पतातः ये त्रस्थपुराणा ये च नूतनाः अहोभिरद्भिरक्तुभिर्व्यक्तम् यमो ददात्ववसानमस्मै.
The word apeta has two words in it. Apa ita, go away. Vi ita means viita, disperse. And visarpata, slither away. From where? Ataha, from this place. From this place, you are asking some things to go away. Apa ita, vi ita, go away, disperse, slither away from this place. Ye, whoever, stha is stationed, atra, here, whether you are ancient ones, Purana, and or actually, ye nutana, the new ones, Vyaktam, this sacred place has been clearly manifested, sanctified by number of days, throughout number of days. Aho bhihi, adbhihi, aktubhihi. Aho means days, aktu is night, adbhihi is water. This place is sanctified days and nights by this water. Yamaha, Lord Yama, Dadatu may grant, Avasanam, a secure resting place to this sacrificer. Asmai means for me, for the sacrificer. So what is this mantra is saying? This is the ritual where we are now going to disperse away what, whether they are go away, disperse, slither away from here. All of you guys who are occupying this place, whether you are ancient or new, this place has been sanctified for days and nights with this waters. May Lord Yama grant a secure and peaceful abode to the one who performs this sacred ritual. See now, the previous mantra was floating in Advaita of realization, and suddenly we are back to driving away all the spirits to get off your lawn so that you can now do the yajna. So this is precisely, as I said, it is Krishna Yajurveda. We jump from ritual to spirit and spirit to ritual and back and forth. So in simple terms, this mantra is very simply like Bhuta Uchchatana, dispelling all the negative elements. Apasarpantu te bhuta, ye bhuta bhumi samsthita, te bhuta vignakartaraha, te nashyantu sivajnaya. See, that's what we say. Apakravantu bhutani, pishacha sarvadodisham. All those mantras we chant in Chandi, before we start Chandi Parayana is Bhuta Uchchatana, is to driving away all or dispelling away all the negative elements, issuing them a warning to get out of the place deployed for a sacred ritual. Apeta, Vita, Visarpata, they are all forceful commands for dispelling the energies. So now evicting long-standing entities and also Nutana. What are long-standing entities? These long-standing stuff is Purana. Nutana means old impressions and new impressions. Some impressions, negativities you are carrying as the pain body since your childhood. They never leave this body. This is called the pain body of the individual. And then now there are new accumulated negativities also. New means, new to the Sai center, you accumulate new entities of negative impulses. Old to the Sai center, my God, even more dangerous. They will never get there. I have been going to Swami for 30 years. You are new to the center. 30 years you are suffering with the same pain body. Ayyo Rama. The fellow who is coming new to the center is better off than you. 30 years you have not done anything to purge the negativity. Same kind of problems. 30 years I have been sitting in veranda. What happened to you? 30 years. If God has graced you, you will not be even sitting in the place. Anyway, sorry, I am in Puttaparthi. I have to purge all this stuff. Watching some people coming and telling you, I've been here for 40 years, 50 years. I feel so bad for you. Nothing has happened to you. So, why does the seeker have the authority to claim this space? Because it is vyaktam by the fundamental cosmic forces of Rita, natural order. And this natural order of manifested cosmic love for days and nights, and the practitioner therefore aligns, the Yajamana aligns with the macrocosmic rhythm, leaving no room for chaotic forces. You have to dispel these negative forces. If you don't dispel those negative forces, what they will do, they will accumulate that negativity, they pass on that negativity, they spread that negativity. Therefore, you have to dispel negativity, negative thoughts, negative forces. Where there is days and nights of yajna happening in love, there is no place for such negative impulses. Now, in the previous mantra, as the last line as a Yamo dadat, Yamaha dadatu avasanam asmai. Now, what we think, Arey, what is this fellow? Yama is Lord of Death. What is Yama to do with this thing? Yama is actually not Lord of Death. Who is Yama? Yama is Dharmaraja. We only call him Yama and we stop there. But his full name is Yama Dharmaraja. Yama means the one who ordains law and order. Dharmaraja, he is the one shining with dharma. He is the cosmic adjudicator, and every bit of space actually belongs to him. Yamo dadatu avasanam asmai means this space legally belongs to Yama. May he grant us the permission to practice this yajna in this place that belongs to him. That is the beautiful. Now, all of this is ritual aspect, but as we always do, this is again applies to ourself. The one who is the practitioner of this yajna must brutally evict all the vrittis. Vrittis means the vagaries and all the impressions, the vasanas, the instincts that are trespassing in your mind. You must banish both Purana, the old, as I already mentioned, pain body associated traumas from childhood, to deep seated ancestral conditioning as well as new anxieties and current worldly obsessions as well. Only when that mental space is completely cleared, purified by time and self-discipline, yama, in supreme love, adbhigi, then you will find a permanent resting place within you. That is the beautiful inner meaning of that mantra. If I am not making sense and if I am talking only to myself, God bless me and the rest of you who are lost. Okay. Am I talking to myself, Jitendra? Am I talking to myself? Am I
No,
talking to myself? Huh?
no, you're talking to everyone, but it's difficult to understand.
Okay. Why did I pick you? Because you looked lost in space. What is
Yes,
the
yes.
Shekhar talking for the last 40 minutes? I have no clue. No, it's difficult to understand.
Yeah, I mean, some I understood basically what you're saying. I managed to connect it, but I think here bit lost.
Okay, where are you lost? Let me bring you back to space now.
Yeah, I think that whole last with Sarpatatah also I understood. Uh, uh,
Apeta, go away, Vita, disperse, Visarpata, slither away, Ataha means from this place,
yes.
Ye, whatever, Stha is stationed, Atra, here, whether you are Purana, ancient, or Nutana, new. Vyaktam, this place has been sanctified. Ahodbhihi means by days, Aktubhihi by nights, with Adbhihi with waters. The Lord of Cosmic Order, Yamadharmaraja, may he grant a secure resting place, Avasanam, Asmai, to me, the who is the sacrificer. So far so good. Isn't that
Yes.
not simple? Okay.
Now it is clear. Yes.
Now it is clear? Okay. Can we go back to our own space now? Yeah, poor fellow, he was the target, but I know 90% of the people belong to Jitendra category only. He was courageous enough to say, I was not tracking what you are saying the last few sentences. Rest of you are just waiting. When is this class over? Next 10 minutes. Let me finish Arunam, then I can put a check mark. I learn Arunam. So this beautiful mantra, Apeta Veta Vicha Sarpatataha, Etrastha Purana Yecha Nutanaha, Ahobhiradbhiraktubhir Vyaktam, Yamo Dadat Vasana Masmai. Vasanam Asmai. Vasanam Asmai. Okay. Next mantra is now we are going into after dispelling all these negativities accumulated, old and new. Rumunan, okay, next one is, yes, going to 119.2. 19.2? No, sorry. Yes, 119.2. Nrumrunantu nrupatvaryaha.
नृमुणन्तु नृपात्वर्यः नृमुणन्तु नृपात्वर्यः.
Is that nrumunantu or nrumrunantu?
It says mu in the Samhita and Padapata. It says mu.
And I see that, I see that. I just want to check. Nrumrunantu parangyachinashikasa yachana samanti indriyachudu. Apeta yatrastha purana namasmai avasanam nrumunan nrumanantu. Nrumunantu. Yeah, Nrumunantu is correct. Okay. Nrumunantu. This Mantra Pushpam, I don't know, there are a lot of mistakes in Narudam in Mantra Pushpam, the Ramakrishna Mission print. Nrumunantu Nrupatvaryaha.
Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha. Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha.
Akrishta yecha krishtajaha.
Akrishta ye cha krishtajaha. Akrishta ye cha krishtajaha.
Kumarishu kaninishu.
Kumarishu kaninishu. Kumarishu kaninishu.
Jarinishu cha ye hitaha.
Jarinishu cha ye hitaha. Jarinishu cha ye hitaha.
Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha.
Nrumunantu okay. Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha.
Om. Scale.
Om Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha. Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha.
Akrishta ye cha krishtajaha.
Akrishta ye cha krishtajaha. Akrishta ye cha krishtajaha.
Kumarishu kaninishu.
Kumarishu kaninishu. Kumarishu kaninishu.
Jarinishu cha ye hitaha.
Jarinishu cha ye hitaha. Jarinishu cha ye hitaha.
Okay. Nrumunantu nrupatvaryaha. Akrishta ye cha krishtajaha. Kumarishu kaninishu. जारिणीषु च एहिताः
Nirmunantu nipatvaryaha akristaye cha kristajaha kumarishu kaninishu jarinishu cha yehitaha.
nrumunantu, those that torment or destroy humanity. Nru munantu. Nru patvaryaha, those that attack the men, those that torment or destroy the men. Men here doesn't mean not a gender. Nara, Nru represents human. Ye, those entities who are akrishtajah. Akrishtajah means that are born in uncultivated wild lands, means uncultivated people, and Krishtajah, born in cultivated lands. Ye, those who are hitah, placed or attached to what? Kumarishu, to young girls, Khaninishu, to youthful maidens, Cha, and Jarinishu, to unchaste worldly women. May they all be thoroughly banished, purged. Jesus macro, what is this, man? Huh? That is what the mantra meaning is. I'm not making it up. May those be banished. May those who torment and attack others. Humanity means others. And those that are born in wild, unplowed atmospheres or born in settled, cultivated lands. May those parasitic entities, pedophiles as they call it, that attach themselves to young girls, youthful maidens, and worldly, unchaste or unregulated women be entirely driven away. Some of these mantras, as I said, are jarring. So what is being talked here? It's basically detoxification, continues to drive away all negative elements, including psychic negative forces. Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, Brahma Rakshasa, Yaksha, Yamaduta, Shakini, Dakini, Sarpaha, Apada, Taskara, Vrishchika, Jwara. How many are said? These are all what we are purging. Where is this mantra coming, Dasham? Where is mantra
Mahanyasam.
coming?
Mahanyasam.
Where in Mahanyasa?
Vigilantum Pashyantu Mam Rakshantu. I don't know. I know where it is, but I don't know. Yajamanam. Before the oh dear.
Where is this mantra? Shodashangara Udrikaranam. After Shodashangara Udrikaranam, this statement comes. Tvagasthigataih sarvapapaih pramuchyate sarvabhutesha parajito bhavati tato bhuta preta pishacha brahma rakshasa yaksha yamaduta shakini dakini sarpashvapada taskara jwarad upadravad upaghata Sarve Jwalantam Pashyantu. I watch this entire aspects of all these Bhuta, Preta, Pishacha, Brahmarakshasa, Yaksha, Yamaduta, Shakini, Dakini, Sarpaha, Apada, Taskara, Vrishchika, Jwara. How many? 80. How many? Sharmagar, how many did I say? Sharmagar is counting or not?
13.
13. Very good. And where are they associated with? Tvak Asthigataihe. Tvak means skin. Asti means bone. All these elements are associated in your on your skin and in your bone. They are so difficult to get rid of. They are so difficult. And some of them, even if you are raised in a cultured environment, you are afflicted with those. If you are raised in an uncultured environment, obviously you are uncultured means what? Krishtaja, Akrishtaja. Krishtapacyancha me, Akrishtapaccyancha me. Krishtapachyam, Akrishtapacyam. Here is Akrishtaja, Krishtaja. Those that are born in highly evolved cultured families, environments, those that are born in uncultured families, it doesn't matter. These instincts are carried through and they become parasites on all these different types of Kumarishu, Kaninishu, Jarinishu. It's amazing. So it's basically systematically banishing the psychic parasites that latch onto the developing energies. That is what it means. The vitality that is present in you, that is just sprouting or just blossoming or got corrupt. All your ritual space must be cleared, completely sterilized of these draining parasitic vibrations before the divine fire can be invoked. Now, if you understand why you need to do sadhana for 120 days before you go to yajna, why you have to do the mantra japam, why you have to do all this sadhana, if you understand all this, you are learning now. None of that is imposed, or it is all completely 100% requirement for the one who falls into this natural order of performing the cosmic order. Therefore, you are called a Ritvik. And the ones that are actually doing these, those Brahmins that follow those austerities like regular 3 times Sandhya Vandanam, doing their mantra japa, Anushtana, all those things, the reason why they are qualified as Ritviks is because of all those features. Why ordinary people are not qualified to be Ritviks is because they cannot purge their system from all these things. So the Shruti, the mantra, is insisting on a total detoxification. Now the same question, no? What is this, sir, about Kumari, Kanini, Jarini? Why only women are mentioned? It's nothing to do with women or men. It is about the wandering mind, the worldly distracted mind, and the parasitic mind. The root of all material creation is fundamentally the feminine principle, which is woven with this 3 gunas, and that is the archetypal reference to this feminine Stri in the mantra. I already explained this before. So this ritual banishment is not an exorcism of physical things. But the ultimate psychological, mental purity, mental detoxification, and severing yourself with this false identification, with the fluctual and contaminated, wavering, perverted, wandering, unstable, psychic, ignorant mind. It has to be purged of all of that stuff. Too much purging today. 5 minutes extra already happened. Okay. Tomorrow when we come back, we'll look at the rest of the mantra, and the detoxification continues. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. Okay, Sairam. Let's chant Yadakshara Padabhrashti.
ॐ श्रीसायीश्वराय नमः हरिः ॐ यदक्षरपदभ्रष्टं मात्राहीनं तु यद्भवेत् तत्सर्वं क्षम्यतां देवनारायण नमोऽस्तु ते विसर्गबिन्दुमात्राणि पदपादाक्षराणि च न्यूनानि चातिरिक्तानि क्षमस्व सायीश्वर अपराधसहस्राणि क्रियन्ते हर्निशं मया दासोऽयमिति मां मत्वा क्षमस्व सायीश्वर अन्यथा शरणं नास्ति त्वमेव शरणं मम तस्मात् कारुण्यभावेन रक्ष रक्ष सायीश्वर हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्रीसायीश्वरार्पणमस्तु.
Okay, Sairam. Are there any questions? We're all blissed out. What day, Chapra?
Ramana, the first mantra, the first part of the mantra that we spoke about today was about, you can only know if you are in the Indra and in the Agni, then those who are following the ritual, those who are not following the ritual, those who are not doing tapas or not doing tapas, doesn't matter, because they're in the state of detachment. They're able to, because they're connected to that state of detachment, they're able to connect to that the consciousness and purity, awareness and consciousness, right? So apart from, is there a way apart from tapas and yajna to reach the state of detachment or connect to that purity and
Yeah. So what they're talking about is the means to the end. The means to the end. There are people that observe austerities, upasana, anushtana, all those things to be able to reach the point of self-realization. Right? But 99% of the people that are doing the upasana, anushtana, they are carried away by the processes and the rituals, and they do not get to self-realization. You understand? They are caught up in the processes. And when you are caught up in the process, you accumulate what is called punya, and then that will take you to some place. And then after that punya is finished, you are thrown back again into the same place because of the karmic consequences. So what this mantra is saying is, there are people that directly have self-realization without following any austerities, any tapas or anything like that. Who are they? They're very rare, but you know examples. Huh?
Yes.
What tapas did, what did Ramana Maharshi do to get self-realization at a very young age? What yajna yaga he did? In that particular body, none, zero. And there is this guy called Vishwamitra who did all those things with only one reason. So what it is saying is, Is there any other way to get self-realization? You are asking, right? That's the question you are asking. There was a mantra we studied before in Aruna Prashna, that there is a lightning bolt that will strike you and suddenly you will die and then you are reborn. Remember that mantra? Huh?
గుర్తులేదన్న.
Oh, no, you are a regular Aruna Prashna guy. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Sorry, I forgot about that. I will ask my regular attendees. They will answer. Immediately they'll answer. Kannada, what's the mantra? Chalo.
Yeah, it is that Vidyut Shaktipata, that process that you were, that mantra.
सहोवाच व्यासः पाराशर्यः विद्युद्वधमेवाहं मृत्युमयीच्छमिति न त्वकामगुं हन्ति य एवं वेद. That is the mantra. Saha uvacha Vyasaha Parasharyah. Vyasa has declared, the best way to die is to get hit by a thunderbolt. and and there is no other desire that is needed. Just get hit by a thunderbolt, then you will be fine. And when the thunderbolt strikes, and this thunderbolt striking is that should be the effort. With all this stuff that we are studying, all of that stuff, that should be the goal. Break the shell of ego so that your ego is hit by this thunderbolt and it dies, and then you will emerge as Indra and Agni. Indra has complete witness consciousness, Agni has complete fire of wisdom, self-awareness.
So when we are doing this tapas or yagna in a worldly sense, we are doing these processes and mantra japa, everything. So I think what I understood is that we should not be attached to that in sense of like, I want some benefit out of this, but we should just do it with the mind focused on that awareness of Indra and Agni, so that we are not attached to that and there is no karma accumulated because of.
Yeah, exactly, precisely. 99% of what we do, even as puja or sadhana, is bound by three things. One is give me pleasure, second is give me pursuit, third is give me purpose. Okay. Many people, it's not that it is wrong, but it is not that it is wrong or it is incorrect or it is none of that. There is no judgment about it. What it is telling is what are the consequences of it, is what it is telling. What the consequences of doing such type of yajna, yaga, etc. What is that? That is what this mantra are talking about. So therefore the wise do not undertake, even if they undertake any ritual, etc. The ultimate goal is for disconnecting the false self from the supreme self. That is what the mantra is saying. Is it clear? Okay.
Yes, sir, thank you.
What happened to my Jitendra? Did he vanish? Is he still there? Hello,
Yes,
Indra. Indra, you are the Indra, no? Jitendra, that's why I was asking. Jitendra means what?
The one who got victory or wins the victory over all the Indriyas.
Wow, fantastic. Now you see, I thought you will say the one who defeated Indra. Very good. I'm very happy. Now you see, knowing the meaning of your name helps you stay focused on what now? What's your focus? Jitendra, what is your focus therefore? To live up to your name. No.
I know.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah, if
Okay.
I don't have one, yes.
Indriya, Indra. So these are very beautiful words. Okay. Any other questions?
Yes, Sairam Sharma Shekhar garu. See,
Yes, sir.
the process of achieving or knowing the Parabrahma Tattvam, I mean, for an ordinary human being, I'm talking, it has to follow a sequence of events or a sequence of activities. And without following the sequence, you will not be able to really have the realization. Of course, Ramana Maharshi and other people are all certain examples which we have to really of great inspiration. But for normal, see, in Bhagavad Gita sloka also 7:16, chapter 7, 16th sloka, Chidurvidam bhajante mam jana sukrutunarjuna artho jignasu artharthi jnani cha varasarshava. All the four, he says, he's blessing all the four he said in that particular thing. So here, these other people are only going to be in having a limitation of death and birth recycle, and remaining only who understand Parabrahma Tattvam will get liberated. That's what the ultimate concept which is derived from this particular extract.
So there is nothing called understanding Parabrahma Tattvam, sir.
Okay, realization, not at least.
Yeah. So there is no knowing.
No, there's no knowing. Actually,
Yeah.
I mean, might have used
Yeah.
the wrong word, realization. Actually.
Yeah.
Like
So
Brahma
for,
Muktate,
for realization can happen anytime, at any point of time, independent of whether you are a tapasvi or whether you are not a tapasvi, whether you are a scholar or not a scholar. It can happen anytime to anyone. There's a beautiful guy, Nisargadatta Maharaj. He was a beedi seller in Mumbai. How he got realized? There are so many examples in our scriptures and in the real bhaktas. Huh?
yes. Yes.
So there are. I mean, Chokka Mela did not study any Vedas. Chokka Mela. You know who Chokka Mela is?
No, I am not. I don't know much
Yeah.
about it.
So you are saying very rare example. There are so many examples like that. So many examples like that. Meera got realized when she was 5-year-old. Only for one reason. What is how Meera got realized? How Tulsidas got realized? How Chokka Mela's realization? How Janabai? These bhaktas, you should read this book called Bhakta Vijayam. It's a most profound, phenomenal account of so many bhaktas from all different classes. Of all of them, many were not realized, were not born in Brahmin families, were not raised in ritualistic traditions. Very few examples. Only Jnanadev, Nivritti, even they were very young children. They did not do any austerities. So for self-realization, there is no dependence on any of this. However, the point of the point of all these austerities is only for one thing. It keeps the mind clean and your conscience pure. If you already have those, or you reach a state of those, instantaneously realization can happen without any dependence on anything. That is what is the so please do not attach too much importance to this ritual and all of that and saying that only through this I will realize. Not like that. Not like that. There is no dependence on it. However, the purpose of the ritual is like keeping it clean. That's all. That's all what they used it for.
Yes, thank you.
Sairam. Important distinction, because what people are thinking is, I have to do only these things, then only I will get realization. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. But the ritual helps to keep the system clean. Okay. Do your sadhana, please, Sairam. Having said that, now, suddenly you may say I'm self-realized. I am Jitendra. I don't need to do any sadhana.
No, sir. Cosmic
today,
adjudicator. You have used the word
today's
cosmic adjudicator is there to decide this. Said, so I will do my sadhana definitely.
Yamo, that beautiful reference to Yamadharmaraja is a beautiful reference to that. The one
Yes.
who keeps the order of the space. Huh?
And adjudicates the cosmic
Yeah.
adjudicator.
Yes. 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 Yamo dadat avasanam asmai. Avasanam asmai. Okay.
Thank you.
Sairam.
Thank you.
Sairam.
But Anna,
Okay.
when we give examples of all this Sokhameda or Ramana Maharshi and all that,
Now
we
she's
know
trying
them
to
from
correct my pronunciation on of. How did you say?
no.
Okay. You can correct.
It just it's flowing. But anyway,
Soka
or
Mela
Gora Kumbhar,
or
Sokha Meda,
Gora
Gora Kumbhar,
Soka Mela.
Sokha. Yeah. So what
Hmm.
I mean to say is, we know only this birth. We don't know what baggage or what they did in their previous lives, like Ramana Maharshi. So, I mean, they must have also done some austerities or something. It's
Yeah. No, that is another way of justifying why you want to do it now.
I d- no, I mean when we are doing, probably it's
Uh,
like
we use Ramana Maharshi got realization at very young age because in his past lives he had done so much sadhana, and in this life it came to fruition. So therefore I will also continue to do the same thing and never focus on my ultimate goal.
I mean, even for you, for your example, you have so much of knowledge, or it must be from your previous births.
What? Who said that?
I'm just wondering. I mean,
I don't care about. One great soul asked me if I wanted to know my past life. I said, I don't care about all of that. I am only focused on here and now. What is going to happen next life, what happened in past life is irrelevant. This moment is what is the most important. Again, as I said, collective sadhana is very important. Even Bhagavan Ramana has said that. Why was Bhagavan Ramana putting vibhuti on his forehead? Somebody comes from Madurai and gives Ambal Prasadam, and he puts Kunkuma, and somebody says Vishwanathan Prasadam, Kashi Vishwanath applies. Seshadri Iyer, who was sitting next to him, asked, what is this Bhagavan? You are realized self. Why do you care about all these prasadams coming from all these temples? And he said, in Bahyam Bhakti, in Bhavam Advaitam. Self-awareness is a complete, it is Advaitam is not who am I is not a question to be answered. Who am I is a state of consciousness. Don't try to answer the question, who am I? Who am I is not a question. Hello, Sairam. You are all wondering, English people, hello. Who am I is not a question to answer. Who am I is a pursuit. It's an inquiry that keeps on happening all the time. So, the one who has gotten very close to that point of that realization, they will remain in that realization, but outward, they won't show it as that. Whether it is a Paramacharya, whether it is a Ramana Maharshi, whether it is a Ramakrishna, you look at a Mother Meera, a Tulsidas, all these people that are realized, a Shankaracharya, what did Shankaracharya do after, who was realized? Born may be self-realized, but yet he has written so many stotras, done so many commentaries. Why did he do that? Because for them, in the relative world, to be like ordinary people is to do doing service. What Ramana has done is service. He is setting an example. Why did Bhagavan Sri Sathya Baba conduct so many yajnas? Why is he asking people to chant Rudram and all of that stuff? For him, it is not required, but to demonstrate as a role model for others to say, this is what you have to emulate, this is what you have to practice in your lives. For Chitta Shuddhi is the purpose of that. Okay, Sairam. Did I answer your question or I went in a different direction?
A little bit in a different, but
So what was the question that I
I
didn't
mean, I
answer?
was saying they must have done in their previous births. So we are just seeing the result now in this lifetime of
But
theirs.
but how do I mean? Isn't that impractical to understand even?
It is, but there is hope, that means, for us.
Oh, so oh my God! See, this is the trap you should not fall in. Let me do this for more lifetimes, so that one lifetime I will get realized. That is not what the injunction from the Shruti is. It is to be here and now and to focus on this lifetime, not to postpone it. Let me do some sadhana this lifetime. Next time I will accumulate again. Next time I will accumulate again. After millions of lifetimes, then suddenly I'll be a Ramana Maharshi. Not like that. Sairam.
Saira.
Because what he's saying in the mantra that we studied just today, right? What is that mantra that is talking about? Sikata iva sanyanti rasmebhis samudirita. Then you are neither in this world nor in that world. You are like sand grains taken into the upper world. You finish your vacation there, come back again, and then you are accumulating again, come back again. Break that cycle. It doesn't matter how it. To me, I don't care whether Ramana Maharshi had accumulated this thing and therefore he realized as Ramana Iyer or whoever, Venkat Ramana Iyer, or whether it happened this lifetime. For me, it is inspirational to think that it happened in this lifetime. Not to say that it happened over several lifetimes. Then that is postponing, procrastinating. Sairam. Okay. Om Swastif Prajabhyah Paripalayantam Nyayena Margena Mahim Mahishaka Gobrahmanebhyah Shubhamastu Nityam Samastalokaah Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaah Sukhino Bhavantu Samastalokaah Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Bolo Bhagwan Shri Satya Sai Baba.